Hello all, myself Madhvi Navarkar from Kekewak Polytechnic Nasik. Today we will see the topic Enhanced Entity Relationship or EER model from the subject Principles of Database. What is EER model? It is the high level data model which includes the extensions of ER model. It is used in the design of database. It is a diagrammatic or pictorial representation which is going to include all the modeling concepts or all the symbols of ER model. Now, how it is going to become enhanced? It includes four new concepts. Due to this, it becomes enhanced entity relationship model. And those four concepts are specialization, generalization, union, and aggregation. Now, we will see these four concepts in detail. Before this, we will see two concepts which are the base for these four concepts. That is superclass and subclass. Superclass and subclass, these two concepts are basically used for the inheritance purpose. Now, what is inheritance? Inheritance is to share from someone, to share attributes or operations from any particular object. The relationship between the subclass and superclass is represented by D symbol. Then what is superclass? It is an entity which has the relationship with one or more subclasses or subtypes. We can see that superclass is nothing but the parent. It is the root. This is the distinct one. It includes all the distinct subclasses that require to be represented in the data model. For example, we can see this example. Now see, in this case, this shape is the superclass for these three classes or subtypes, that is square, circle and triangle. And this is the representation symbol of the subclass and superclass relationship. Now we will see what is subclass. It is a group of entities with unique attributes. Means the subclasses can have their own unique attributes. The subclasses can also inherit the properties and attributes from its superclass. Means subclasses can inherit from the superclass or parent, plus he can add its own attributes. Then subclass is the entity type that has a distinct role, and it is also a member of a superclass. Means he can act, he can perform a separate role, but it is the part of the superclass. So in this example, the shape is the superclass and square, circle, triangle, these are the subclasses. Because these three subclasses are going to inherit something from this shape. Because square is having some extra things that all the sides are same. Circle is having radius, diameter. Triangle is having length, height. But these are shapes. So the main thing is shape. So it is the superclass and these are the subclasses. Now we will see the generalization. It is a bottom up approach. Bottom up means it is going from bottom to top. Bottom up approach in which two lower level entities combine to form a higher level entities. Means here two subclasses can be combined for creating or for taking any one superclass. Here, the higher level entity can also combine with other lower level entities to make further higher level entity. Means here, the lower parts are combined for getting the higher level entity. It is same as superclass and subclass system, but the main part is that the approach is bottom up. Here, the entities are combined to form a more generalized entity, or we can say that subclasses are combined to form a superclass. That is the generalization. Now we will see this in example. See, here is the saving and current. These are the two account types. And when these two account types can be generalized, then there will be one entity, that is the account, which is going to cover all the things of saving and current. So here we can say that account is a superclass, saving and current are the subclasses. So the arrow is from bottom to top. Next is specialization. This is totally opposite of generalization. As generalization is bottom up, it is top down approach. Here, one higher level entity can be broken down or divided into two lower level entities. It defines one or more subclass for the superclass and also forms the superclass subclass relationship. Means superclass can be divided into multiple subclasses and the relation between subclasses and superclass can be created. We will see the example. Here the student can be either ex-student or current student. So this is the top-down approach. Generalization and specialization, they can be represented using this symbol and it will be represented as is a. So we can say that student is a ex-student or student is a current student. Same thing, we can also say that saving is a type of account, current is also type of account. Now we will see the third concept, that is union. Union means to combine. So union is the relationship of one super or subclass with more than one superclass. We will see the example. Here owner is the subset of two superclass, that is vehicle and house, because this owner is having vehicle also and house also. So these are the lower level, or we can say these are the subclasses and this is the superclass, and the union is represented by U. And the fourth concept is aggregation. Aggregation is the word derived from the aggregate. Aggregate means what? We are taking the aggregate marks from the individual marks. Same concept is here, but it is related to the modeling purpose. Aggregation is a process that represents a relationship between a whole object and its component parts. Whole object means we can say that this is the aggregate, and component part means you can say that these are the individual one. So it is a relationship between the whole and the part. We can also say that it is a has a relationship, is a relationship, or each part of relationship. In aggregation, one entity represents the larger entity, that is the whole, which consists of smaller entities, that is the parts. And this relationship is called as aggregation. This relationship represents a connection between two entity types that are conceptually at the same level. Here, those entities can be treated or can be considered at the same level. Or we can say that it is a process when two entities are treated as a single entity. Means if it is at higher level or at lower level, but those can be considered at a single level or at a single entity. We can see the example. Now see here, college and course, these two are the entities. These are connected using the relationship offer, but there is one another entity, that is student. Now in this case, this college and course, these entities are considered as a single entity, and this combined entity is connected to the student using the relationship inquiry. Means here the relationship between college and course is acting as an entity in relation with student. So in this video we have seen the concepts of enhanced entity relationship model. Thank you.